NC State at Virginia, 3:30 Eastern, ESPN. This game was originally supposed to be in Brazil. It got moved late to Charlottesville for a few reasons. And it is not an ACC conference game. This is a
No, it is. It is.
This one is.
Game.
Okay,
they
last
changed.
Year's was not.
Last year it was not.
Right.
I found this out like 2 weeks ago. Welcome to college football. When the ACC went to 9 games, this was supposed to be a non-conference game. And then I don't know if it was part. I have to assume the schedule maker was like, well, this one's already on the schedule. So
it was grandfathered
in. Game. So it is a conference game.
Yes.
It was supposed to be in Brazil. It's not, which everyone involved is very happy to not go to Rio. Some of the stories you were hearing about prepping to go to Rio, people were not fired up about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it is a conference game. It's going to be a great football game. These are two, like if you pay attention to college football, these are two really, really good football teams. Virginia has paid. Their investment is up. I don't know that they're going to contend for the ACC again. But I will say, Chris, this feels a little bit like a wrong team favorite game. I do like Bo Perbula. They are on the road. NC State, man. I like NC State this year. I'm buying NC State. I think NC State wins this game outright.
Oh, well, you made your pick before we even kind of ran through the preview here. But
we can explain it.
Virginia, Bo Perbula, as you said, Missouri transfer is at quarterback. They paid up to get him. They like him. They have a very good offensive line, a ton coming back. Based on the data you and Sam Kahn put together at The Athletic, the most experienced team in the country in terms of, I think it was returning snaps, I think was the number. So they've got a lot of experience there, although they do have some new pieces. Defense brings back a ton. They obviously played for the ACC championship last year. They also lost to NC State last year in what was a non-conference game. So there was that. NC State, they brought back CJ Bailey. They kept him when a lot of teams were trying to get him, but they did lose a lot of other talented players around him at running back, offensive line. They brought in a lot of his old high school friends from Miami around him. They got the running back Duke Scott. Yeah, they got running back Duke Scott, good player.
Jojo Trader.
Jojo Trader is one of the guys they brought in. Very interesting game. Of all the games, this game has the biggest stakes of any game on the weekend. Mm-hmm. You've made your pick. Why'd you go NC State winning outright?
Experience at quarterback. I think they, I wrote about this week at The Athletic. I don't know if it'll be up yet, but when you look at this team and what has kept them from breaking through, it's a lot of once, like some years the offense is great. Some years the defense is great. They haven't been able to really be good at the same time, really hardly ever under Dave Doran. They feel pretty good about both sides of the ball here. Obviously they lost some pieces on offense, but they paid to keep CJ Bailey. And there's not a lot of 3-year starters at quarterback. It seems like all of them are in the ACC, but like there's not a lot in the sport. CJ Bailey's one of them, and they really believe in him, love him as a player. I think that continuity helps keeping people around. I think NC State really underrated coming into the season.
Is it continuity, though, when all the other pieces are around him? And I know they're his friends from high school, but he also hasn't played with them for like several years.
Well, but it's a lot of retention on the line. Like, Jacarius Peak, I was talking to their – well, that's what I'm saying. I was talking to their offensive line coach, Garrett Touche, this spring. And he was like, you can't retain everybody, obviously. But other than Jacarius Peak, who they lost to South Carolina, who was promptly hurt, and we'll see what his availability looks like. He's like, we've kept almost all of our offensive linemen like in the portal era. The biggest thing is they've had headline-making receivers that they lost. They lost Noah Rogers. Forget the name of the receiver they lost this year. Obviously, Casey Concepcion leaves, becomes a first-round pick. But at the end of the day, like these are budget decisions that they have to make. Like, if you're going to spend big money to keep a receiver and undercut the ability on your offensive line, like that's something Dave Doran doesn't believe in. Like they're having to make tough decisions, but it's not like willy-nilly. It's philosophical. They want to build this thing on the lines. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to talk about the Moneyball approach. That's not what this is, but it's like we have limited funds. We have to decide where we're going to spend it. And they spend it on the lines and the quarterback. I like those decisions. I think it'll pay off for them. And I think they found weapons around CJ Bailey. And if you scheme stuff up, like if your line's good, suddenly your skill position people look a lot better. And great skill position people can be marginalized by bad lines.
Well, that's the thing about Virginia, too, is that I think they have a really, really good offensive line. So that could be interesting. By the way, Garrett Touge, the offensive line coach at NC State, I mean this respectfully, but tell me if you agree. He kind of looks like Thanos.
He's a huge guy. Yes.
Huge guy.
Yes.
Long face. It kind of looks like Thanos, like in a cool
Very
way.
much. I buy it. Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Virginia to win, but NC State to cover. I think Virginia wins this by like 3-4 points, maybe like a 24-21 type of thing. Because I do think it's going to be close. 5.5 is a lot. I'll go Virginia straight up, NC State to cover. Big game there.